going on, guys? Matt's Undisputed Top 5 Week 2 edition, coming to you from the office. Shout out to Paul. You were very, very close. So, number 5, got a lot of hate for this pick last week, but it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers again. They continue to do things well they did last week. That would be defense. They held the Denver Broncos to 6 points, averaging only giving up 8 points a game. Granted, I didn't expect Denver's offense to do all that much, but they're still forcing turnovers. 2 more interceptions for Pittsburgh. TJ Watt continues to do what TJ Watt does. Offensively, they finally got a touchdown, which is great. However, they only converted on 3 trips to the red zone, whereas last week, even though they were all field goals, they converted 6 times. So I felt it appropriate just to keep them right where they're at. Certainly not bring them higher, but I don't think they did anything to warrant dropping them. Houston Texans, they're going to be number 4, so another team that stays right where they were. Defensively, they looked a lot better, giving up less than 20 to Chicago. That being said, again, this is another anemic offense. Offensively, Texans, of course, looked pretty good. Nico Collins, once again, got over 100 yards. He's starting to look like wide receiver 1 in a very talented group. Number 3, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills. 65 points in 2 games. They beat the Cardinals week 1, who just beat the absolute brakes off of the Rams. Took down the Dolphins. There are sometimes in the NFL there are matchups that just for one way or one reason or another are completely one-sided. And that's what you're looking at here. It's not going to get any better for the Dolphins 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. As long as Josh Allen's there, it's going to be a complete mismatch. Allen shored up some of the turnover issues he had in week 1, and Von Miller looks fantastic. Okay, what I considered to be one of, if not the worst contract in football, behind probably Deshaun. He's got a 23% win rate he's got a 23% pass rush pressure rate, So if Von keep cooking, that defense does well, and Allen continues to do great things with what we all assume to be a subpar wide receiver room, they could do something. Number 2, who dat? Who dat gonna beat them Saints? I don't know. But they got 91 points. 91 points through 2 weeks. 16 total offensive possessions, 13 of which they've scored on, 9 of which are touchdowns. I didn't see it coming. Alvin Kamara looking like, Alvin Kamara. But I think we all thought he might have slowed down a little bit. They held Dallas to under 20 points. It's a big jump for them. I mean, they weren't even in my top 10. You know, they had a great performance last week, but it was against the Panthers. That being said, what they did versus Dallas, that was impressive. And I got to be honest with you guys, if they score over 40 points again, they're going to take the number 1 spot next week. Number 1, it's Kansas City again. They've beaten 2 very quality 0-2 teams, which is a bit of an oxymoron, but it's the truth. They took down the Ravens, and they took down the Bengals, who, you know, when we talk about matchups that typically don't go one team's direction, Burrow has had Mahomes' number since he's entered the league. So Mahomes did what great players do, and he overcame adversity. They've won 2 close games. The Chiefs are able to close those games out, unlike a certain AFC North team that wears purple. I'll let you think about who that is. 3 forced fumbles for the Chiefs defense. They continue to look fantastic. Yeah, that's it. Bit of a quick addition, but I got to get to a meeting. So, number 5, Pittsburgh. Number 4, Houston. Number 3, Buffalo. Number 2, the freaking Saints. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. See ya.